Hello. Welcome back to another cozy vlog. I've been busy making different videos, but I think today I'm just gonna go with the flow. I want to use up some of my scrap yarn, so I think I'm just gonna start there and see how many things I can make with my scrap yarn. I do know that I want to make a keychain for my keys because my other one broke and I feel like I need something to hold on to, and I don't have that. I do have this much cotton, so I think I'm going to make a couple keychains with the different colors and see which one I like the best. And then I also want to make some bookmarks with them. I thought that would be really cute to do. And they're variegated, so I think they would make really nice bookmarks. So I think for now, I'm just going to give that a try. Later on, I do want to bust out my 40 pin Centro and make some headbands, I think. Give that a try because I've never made those on there. Which, that Heartland yarn that I was fighting with the last few days, it's a weight 4, but I also feel like it's very soft and it's thinner than regular yarn. And I feel like it would work really well, but I'm not sure. But I do want to try it, so we're going to do that too. I am finishing up these velvet scrunchies that I made last night while I was editing, and I am going to look for a couple of keychain patterns. I know I want one with flowers for sure because that's just me. But I also want to see what other patterns are out there because I've never looked at patterns for keychains, and I think it might be something fun to have. I did get hardware. Found it. I did get this hardware pack on Amazon for keychains. It has some chains, it has some clips, rings, things like that. Also looks like you could like make jewelry in a sense. So I'm gonna give these a try. I've never tried it before. I added it onto my Amazon order because I needed over $25 for fast shipping. So I did know that I wanted to make some keychains and I thought, why not give these a try? So I think that's my plan for right now. And then I'm probably gonna watch, I keep saying I'm gonna watch Fallout. And when I was setting up the office, I replayed the entire first season and it actually went by really fast. And I did try to start watching it the other day. I've watched the first 2 episodes. I'm not going to give any spoilers, don't worry. But I've been wanting to watch this new season and I haven't done it. So that is on my list too. To sit here, crochet, and enjoy Fallout. So I guess in a sense this video is a scrap yarn video because I don't want to get into any new skeins. I want to use what I have on the wall. I want to try my Centro. I want to use my cotton yarn that I have and see if I could. I feel like there's a good amount of cotton yarn that I can make a keychain out of it. But I know I want like a wristband keychain, so of course I'm probably going to pick the pink ones for myself, but there's some really pretty colors, so I want to see what I can make, as well as bookmarks. I'm also curious what other patterns I can find, if any, on the internet. But I know for now, I want to do the Centro and the cotton yarn, so I am going to focus on those things. And then I am going to move on from there. So thanks for watching. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we are going to go ahead and get started. So I found some cute ones on Pinterest. Besides crochet bookmarks, I don't think I really have any other plans, so I think I'm going to start out with a few of these. I will link the patterns I'm using in the description. There's some everyday ones. I wanted a puff stitch flower one that I can put into a wristlet. There's a lot of cute bag stuff though, like bag charms. Those are adorable. Maybe I should specifically search up flower, puff flower. I don't even know what they're called actually. I have seen them, but I've never tried any of these stitches either. So this shall be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one. It's just a free crochet pattern everyday wristlet keychain. Pretty darn adorable. Crochet Made Easy. I will put a picture on the screen for you all, and I'm going to go ahead and give these a try. They look easy, but we all know how lucky I have been the last few days with crocheting, so I hope I have better luck today. I'm going to get started on these. I should just leave this on forever because I keep forgetting to put it back on when I take it off. And then I lose my sound and my train of thought. Anyways, I have finished the keychain. It says to do it a certain length, but I want just a small little wrist one. And I don't have any D-rings in my kit for my hardware. So I'm going to call this one good, and then I'm going to stitch it on later because I really want to try another one. I have never made any keychains before, and I didn't expect them to be this easy. I do love the way that the colors changed. This is Peaches and Cream Energetic Pink. I've made some bandanas with this, so I guess I'm going to make a pile of keychains, but this one is definitely one that I like. And it was really easy, super beginner friendly. So I have been on Pinterest and kind of got a little stuck, but I want to make the things on my Pinterest. So I'm going to have two different boards, one for inspo and then one with hearts next to it, meaning I made it and I liked it. And if I don't like it, I'm just going to remove it from my Pinterest altogether. All right, there was that first one. Kind of want one with a little more denseness to it for it to feel a little bit thicker. This one is Lavender Fields Keychain. Let's read it. By 99% period coffee. Is it just me or is it harder to find things on Pinterest lately? Because it'll send you to like a link of a page with different patterns. It's not really the designers, it's just someone else sharing a bunch of patterns, which is super frustrating because sometimes it doesn't even lead you to the pattern. So I am trying to make sure that I find all the things I want to find with the actual links to the pattern, because that's really frustrating, I'm sure, for everybody to want to know what the pattern is and then it's not even there. Okay, so this one, these are all free patterns, by the way. I will link them below. This one you have to start it on the hardware, and I don't have a D-ring, so I haven't opened this at all either. I need to get a trash can. I'm just going to use this because it's what I have. This is going to be interesting. It says to use a 5mm hook, but this cotton is actually a little bit thinner than like the regular peaches and cream and the Lily sugar and cream. So I think I'm just going to stick with the 4. It says the D-ring would be easier because it's flat, and I totally agree. This might go really badly, but we shall see. I really want this to be tight, and I know I'm not using the right hardware, but we're gonna see how it goes. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna follow the pattern because these are puffy stitches, and I'm not gonna fight with my crochet hook today. No, thank you. Not going to happen. Okay. This is really hard. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, we are going to. I'm gonna be very interested just to see how these first few rows go. All right, so this is where the other stuff comes in handy. All right, I can do that. I did that wrong. Okay, I'm gonna start over. I'm very picky about the beginning being like really good tension, and I think I'm messing myself up by not having a D-ring, but we're gonna make this work. This is going to work. This is going to happen. This ring doesn't have a chance. Maybe I don't have a chance. Okay. You know, I feel like you should read the pattern before you start. Like, you know, you're supposed to read like IKEA instructions before you build it so then you understand what you're doing. But I never do that. I just jump in, and I wonder if I should change my ways, but I don't think I will, to be honest. Because then it would have made more sense to understand what I'm doing. I already feel like I might have messed up because, but this one is also a round one, so we're just gonna leave it. Plus, this is gonna be for me anyway, so. Okay, that's what we got so far. You can see it. I probably should have started my other ball because I don't know. I feel like maybe the 4 would be better because then it would be tighter. not what I want to do, but you know what? We're okay. These are perfect for these little scrap balls of cotton. If I could get it out, my little knots are too tight. This one. Okay. I really don't like the white, but I don't want to waste it. So here we go. At least I'll be on the bottom. I'm just gonna do this because it says to do it with both, but I don't like it. Maybe I need to because that is actually too loose. So okay, I'm learning. I'm getting hungry. I did not have any breakfast today. 2, 3, 4, 5. I do think this would definitely be easier with a D ring. Hmm. I was gonna change my hook size. Eh, too late now. I guess I'm gonna be making another one. Oh, that changed really quickly. Oops. Not making a scrunchie. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. I don't know if I should have a tighter tension or a more relaxed tension because I tend to crochet really tightly. And it's not always the best. Just trying to make my puff stitches consistent. I can't say that puff stitches have I have kind of stayed away from them, I would say, as a crocheter because I feel like my tension messes me up on them, and I know that. But I want to learn to get better at things, so I'm going to make myself get better at this. I think it's looking okay. All right, I'm going to be quiet and get through this. I feel like I should take the white out because it's totally throwing it off now. But there's white coming, and if I end with white on the other side, decisions. I'm taking it out. It's just giving me practice for my puff stitches. What do you think? Yep, we're taking it out. I'm starting over. What is this? The 4th time now? Shall we keep track? I'm debating. I am debating. This I am not saving. Although, you know what? I'll set it aside. Maybe it'll be a good sewing piece if I absolutely need it. Hopefully I won't though. And here we go. Okay, I think that looks so much better. No more white. Hello, hello. I don't even know what time it is. 6. I just finished dinner and I've been working on my cotton scraps all day today. I feel like I haven't made any progress, but I have actually gotten rid of some balls, so I'm just going to show you what I made. Some of them are done, some of them are not. I was trying out different patterns and also different techniques on things, and I like a lot of them. That probably would have helped from the beginning. Okay, so I started with this one, which I added the key ring to, and then I did this one, also added the key ring, and then I wanted to try making some bookmarks, so I took the first pattern and just added a tassel to it. I think this one's like good the way it is. Tassel might be a little crooked, but I'm testing. And then I found this one, which I do really like the stitch pattern, but I feel like this yarn is too small for it. I feel like the regular cotton yarn would be better because this is a little bit thinner, but this one needs some blocking or steaming or something because it's twisting, and I didn't like it twisting, and I didn't like how one side feels thin and the other side has a single crochet on it. So then I made another one, longer this time, but then it's all wavy and weird. So this one also needs steaming, blocking, whatever. And then I made this one. This is a bookmark. These 3 were bookmarks too. So I really like that. And then I made some of these braided puff stitch things, and I guess this is what I wanted. I thought I was looking for one that was a flower, but I want to say these are my favorites. So I want one of these for myself as a keychain. So I'm going to figure out how to attach it. But since these are my favorite thing that I've made, and they kind of just come out really nicely first try, I am going to make my other scraps in the same style. I really love how the pattern color change came out on these, and this one too. I do like this one. I like how both sides, sorry, the washer was going. I like how both sides feels like sturdy and complete. I think I like this one better as a bookmark, just because it has some texture, but it's flat, and I feel like for a keychain or a wristlet, kind of need something a little more sturdy. This one was a little rough. My puff stitches were a little messy, but I do love this one. It feels weighted, it feels sturdy, it feels good. So I was gonna try a new one with this yarn that I undid and make it with a bigger puff on it. These ones are with like 4, and I want to see what it looks like with 5, because these look good, because these, it's like there's the regular cotton, lily sugar and cream, or just the peaches and cream, but just the regular. And then there's these ones that are softer than those. And then there's these ones, which is all the variegated ones. Hopefully you can see that there. These variegated ones are even thinner and softer. So I'm wondering if maybe, since these ones are thicker, which is this, I'm thinking that's why they came out good. So I don't know. I'm going to try the variegated ones in the puff stitch with some more puffs on it and see if I could get it to like the same texture as these two. So that is where I am right now. It is 6 o'clock. I'm gonna keep working on the rest of my balls tonight because I'm just chilling, having fun, making them, watching some YouTube. I have not watched any Fallout because I was worried I wasn't going to be able to concentrate and learn new patterns at the same time. So I haven't done any of that, but I will link the patterns down below. Just know that on this one, this is not the pattern. And I made this myself because I was like, oh, it needs a tassel. And then this is not a pattern, but I added a tassel to it. I can't remember if this is the actual pattern. No, it's not. No, yeah, this one is. Sorry. I'm confusing myself because I'm just over here messing around with a bunch of stuff. So, but I really like these ones. Actually, I think I'm going to put this one on my keys for now. I don't know. I like this one, but I like the other one better, the puff stitch ones. So, but this is not good, the best quality. So actually, I might do some of these because I do actually really like these, and I do like these puff stitches. So, and actually, I do really like this bookmark. So, I think these are the ones I'm gonna stick with. I don't know. We'll see. I'm undecided, but I am happy to use up my cotton scraps. This one was a Caring cake. This one is a regular peaches and cream. I forget the name of it. I have it right here, actually. Panorama. And then I have a little bit of brown. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I have a little bit of blue, which I do have more of. And then a good size variegated. And then these two kind of smaller ones. So I'm going to see how much this one uses for the puff stitches. And if I can't make a decent sized puff with it, then the other two, I'm going to make them into bookmarks. And this one, I don't know. I'm going to see what I can do with it. I feel like I can get at least 2 little projects out of that. So that's just a little update of where I am, what I've been doing. This is definitely going to be a scrap yarn vlog, I feel like, but it's not all completely scraps. Because like I said, I really want to use my Centro and try the yarn that I just wound the other day. But I think what I'm going to do, since I've been out here all day, I'm going to go inside, maybe watch a movie with my family, and work on these and see if I could get this little basket done tonight. And then I'll finish up whatever I can tomorrow with the key rings and stuff. But I really love this one. This one's my favorite. And it's pink, of course. But this just makes me excited to have some scraps left over on things, so then I can make these cute little key rings, because I love this. And this is just this time. I do want to make some other cotton things. Like, I know coasters are a thing. Maybe doing like a scrappy hot pad, because I could use it in my kitchen. I have been requested to make something for our dog, but I guess I'm holding back because I wouldn't want to make her something pink, but she already has pink stuff. So if you have a favorite pattern for a dog, she is a Boston Terrier. I don't know what I can make her. It would probably just be a dog sweater, honestly, but I'm gonna see if I could find something. But if you have something you love for a dog, share it. I'd appreciate it. But I will check back in with you tomorrow. Hello, welcome to a new day.
I was working on the cotton scraps yesterday, and I did manage to finish those up this morning. And I did try using my new Centro with the yarn that I frogged the other day. I don't think it was super happy with it, but I don't think it's absolutely terrible. These feel really nice. But, so I did use the black, I used the yarn that it came with as the scrap yarn for the tubes. And this goes through like butter. And I know it's like really bad yarn. It feels really cheap. But I did try the Mainstay Anti-Pill, which I have heard does really well in the Centros, and mine absolutely hates it. So I will not be using that yarn for my Centros. I did use one of these mandala cakes and made this one. This one went through pretty well. I'm just curious if there's something else out there that goes through smoother. And I've kind of been fighting with the yarn, so I just decided to make these two. And I'm gonna call it on the Centro, because I feel like I started doing them at 12 and it's already 3 and I've gotten 2, which is not impressive. Plus I had to wind the anti-pill yarn that I decided, nope, I'm not gonna do it, because I was actually really afraid I was gonna break my machine. So, but I did want to show you the keychains that I did finish and bookmarks. This is my basket of need to deal with stuff. So I have the bag I made a couple times ago, and then those scrunchies I made the other day. But I made these braided puff key rings, keychains. I made quite a few, and I just used whatever yarn I had, and I went until they were either getting a little too long or I ran out. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 braided, sorry, it's my hair, 9 braided puff key chains, 9 braided puff key chains, and then this blue one fell. So I am playing around with attaching them. I know that they're not the best, but as you can see, this was one of like my last ones. So I did this little ring on top of the, I think they're called a lobster clasp, I'm not sure, but I felt like that way worked out a lot better than trying to attach them just onto a lobster claw. If that's not right, I don't know, but either way, this one I tried to like really wrap it around, but they just came out funky. And then this one I was like, oh, I'll just try this. So they're not the best. I think what I'll do is I'll give them to people I know. Plus I'm gonna keep a few of them, but this was just practice, so I thought that was pretty good. And then I made some bookmarks with the rest of it. Oh, so these were the first 2 keychains that I made, and they came out really nice. This one's a little iffy because the puff stitches are very like messy, so it was a good practice. I'm probably going to use this one for sure. This one actually came out really good. I like the way it went on the key ring and whatnot, so this is definitely something I want to sell on my website just because I think they're cute and they're fun. And I made some bookmarks, so I just did whatever I could. This one's kind of long, I guess. Maybe a little too long. Okay. It's probably for one of the bigger books. And then I made the tassels. And I was playing around with the tassels. And I was really trying not to cut the yarn off to have more ends to weave in. So I wove them back to the top and then did my chain, and then like this one is not a tassel, it's just fringe. But I was really trying to play around with them. This one needs to be steamed or what have you because it curves. So is this one. This one's the worst one because it just twists and turns, but those are just tester ones. I do really like this one. This one came out really good. It's like chevron type stitch, and it's textured and it's really pretty. This one just variegated on its own with the little tassel, and then this one was short because that was all that was left of it, which is also why the little tassel is so small. Actually, I didn't even finish this one. I went ahead and made them all, tried to do the little tassels, but saved all the weaving of the ends in for this morning, so there's that one too. But yeah, I think that was pretty good using up my scraps. So actually, on my cotton yarn, we are pretty much starting at nothing. I used them all up pretty much. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bind this one off, finish it up. I will probably spend one whole day trying my Centro with other things, but I do really like this. I knew this yarn was gonna be good, but it's not the best. Like, this goes through like butter. So I'm wondering, I know Caron Simply Soft, but I'm wondering if there's an even better one. But I did order some more anti-pill yarn from either Premier, Lion Brand, Yarnspirations, or Hobbii. So I should be getting a package today, and that will be another video. But I am interested. If there's any yarns that you have tried and you like for your Centro, leave them down in the comments. Help a sister out, because I love the way these look. Like this, I love this actually, and I am going to make more. I think with this yarn though, I really want to take it slow and spend the day making a bunch of tubes and doing the purple and the khaki. So I won't use all of my yarn on these, but this black is so pretty because it has just a little bit of like speckles in it, but it's not, I don't know, I just really like that black yarn, and I'm never gonna find it again, I don't think, actually. Let's see if it's in stock anymore. Okay, I stand corrected. It is still available in Michael's stores and on their website. I don't know what the black one, oh yeah, they still have it. It's called Black Canyon. So this yarn is still available. So I guess if anything, I can just get some more of this and just go slow. And it's so pretty because they're like heathered. The heathered texture. New River Gorge, it's like a heathered red purple. I like that one. I should have looked before I did my order, but whatever. I don't really know what I'm gonna do the rest of the night. I have not watched my shows. I've been paying attention to what I'm doing, and I really want to be able to make something and not have to pay attention. So I don't know what that's gonna be. And I've never done this tube binding before, but I've watched people do it, and I actually did it. Mine is, you did not want to see the first one because I ended up having to cut the scrap yarn off, which is fine because, you know, it just slides out. But the second time I did it, I was able to just unweave it and it worked out just fine. But there was some trial and error on some of these two headbands. The black one, I actually did it twice, and I recorded it, but I don't know if it's any good. So if it is, I would have played it before this. If not, it's not good. So I did do the black one twice actually, because I forget why. I felt like the tension was off. Oh, at the end, the scrap yarn and then the actual end of the tube, I lost stitches, and for the life of me, I could not get them back on. I couldn't find them. I couldn't see them. Of course, it's black, so I just decided, instead of fighting with it for 15 minutes, and I actually lost more stitches trying to find the stitches that slipped. I just redid it, and I tried it on a different tension, and it worked out pretty well. So in the end, it's a learning experience. But this is also kind of hard for me to see. My eyes are really trying to focus because I don't have my glasses on, and I probably should, but it drives me crazy with the reflection on the camera. So what is all the secrets, YouTubers, people? How do you record and not have a reflection on your glasses without sacrificing your lighting? I want to know. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. I'm kind of kicking myself too, because I think when I got these glasses, they had an reflective thing for the lens, and I opted out of it because I'm like, I'm not gonna care. And here I am over a year later, and I'm like, I should have got it. But actually, I probably need to go make an eye doctor appointment to get new glasses because it's been over a year. So that might be on my list next week or whenever. I want to like do things. Actually, no, I do know what I want to do, but I want to record it, so I'm not going to spoil it, and you'll see it on the coming vlogs. But I don't know, maybe I've been wanting to teach myself to knit. Maybe I'll practice knitting, or I don't know, the only easy stuff to do is like hats and scarves. I should maybe make a dog sweater for my dog, but I wanted to use a certain color. Oh, I could use the purple I just frogged, but I feel like that's also not mindless. Maybe I'll use up my scrap acrylic and make some granny squares. I feel like granny squares are kind of mindless. And I was trying to make some like cup cozies with some granny squares, so I do have a couple started that specifically was going to be for a cup cozy, but I think I'll just maybe start making a stockpile of granny squares and see what that does. Okay, I know one side comes out better than the other. See why? Okay, here's this end. I don't know. And here's this end. See, this was a problem end for me on the last one. But I did it. I went across. I got it stitched closed. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. So I guess on one side you gotta take off the top, because I think that's what's holding all the stitches together. And I don't know why, either the weather or this yarn, but it is super staticky. It's weird. There we go. All right, one side is done. I am impressed with myself because there goes my tapestry needle. I didn't think I would be able to do this on the first go, but I did. But I think I'm going to finish this one up and put it in my little pile. I'll put it on my site later. And I'm going to go in and start dinner and figure out what my next project's going to be. It might just be some granny squares. Or I might do a dog sweater. Those are the two that are on my list, so We shall see. I do want to do some hanging items. They've been on my list and I have a Pinterest board, so I'm gonna be sharing that. Yes. I have a few things coming up that I'm excited for, and I hope you all are too. But I am going to finish this and go make some dinner for my family. And I'm gonna look up a dog sweater that I can make and either start on that or make some granny squares with my scrap acrylic.
All right, that was day 2 of walking for 1 hour in the morning. And I have reset my office kind of back. I always feel really wobbly in the morning after doing my treadmill walk, but at least today I didn't stumble, fumble, or almost fall. Yesterday that happened, I think, 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to do my little cool off and then I am going to get ready, shower, change, and continue the rest of this vlog. I'm almost done, I think, with this ribbing on my dog sweater that I started last night. I will attach the link down below. It is from Heart Hook Home. It is her simple raglan dog sweater. I had to frog some of it because I was trying to jump ahead and not follow the pattern. And I've never really made raglan stuff before, so I wasn't familiar with any of this. But it's coming out pretty good, I think. We'll see if I could actually get this done before I take a shower, because I think after this, all I need to do are the 2 armhole ribbings. And this is a free pattern, so I will make sure to link it in the description, but I will catch you in a bit. I feel like I have gotten everything. There we go. Sorry about that. I feel like I have gotten everything done that I have set myself up to do the last few days. And this is what I mean when I say I don't have scraps, because I did finish this dog sweater after my 1 hour treadmill walk this morning. This was the rest of the yarn, and I went ahead and put it on my Centro. I measured this one, which was 1.6 something. And then I measured this, which was 1.5 something. So it was only point something, 0.1 off and some change, but it did only make 85 rows. So I don't know if I'm going to frog it or not, because I know it's not an adult size. So I'm thinking maybe it would be a cute kid size. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to leave this for a later decision. Finish the dog sweater. Let's do a little recap, shall we? I made these 2 headbands, fighting with my Centro. I made a ton of keychains with a braided puff stitch. And then I also made quite a few bookmarks. And I know you guys have just seen them in this video, but it's been a couple days that I've been working on all of this stuff. So I'm refreshing my memory. So we got the bookmarks, puff stitches, 2 headbands because I was trying to use up my scraps. This was not scraps. I made this into a scrap, essentially, because it was the end. And then I made a dog sweater by Heart Hook and Home. I have issues with this. If any of you have made dog sweaters, please let me know where I went wrong. I followed the pattern. I have a little Boston Terrier. I put this on her. I made it to her size. Under her chest, under her armpit, I measured is 20, exactly 20. And I made the one for a 20. And I followed the pattern. Don't mind the yellow spot. She got food on it already. But she goes to lay down. I think this comes down too far on her legs, because that I need to speak better English. It makes sense in my head and I'm not getting it out right. This goes too far down on her arms, her legs. So when she lays down, her arms actually go in the sweater. So, Lola, come here, sweet girl. Get on my chair. Come on. There we go. This is my Lola. And she loves to wear clothes. But, do you want me to put it on? I did not pick these colors, but they're so cute. I would have made her something with pink or purple. That's just me. So, I'm going to show you guys. And if you have any tips or tricks, let me know. This, I guess, is now just a tester. So, on her butt, it goes sideways. I'm not going to drop you, Lola. Oh, but she is on my microphone. Do you want to say hello to the people? Anyways, I really don't want kisses. It goes sideways on her, and I don't know what I did wrong. I'm going to say that that's me and my fault. But see right here? She's holding on to me, and it doesn't go up her arm very much. So, this is not working out. It does look good on her, but if you can see, it bunches down too far. So, I think I messed up somewhere. Not the pattern's fault, but my fault. So, I think I'm going to try and make another one. I'm also going to wash this one. I hope you heard all of that. I'm going to wash this one and see if that helps it. But I feel like it's my error, not hers. Come here. She's not happy with me because I keep leaving the room and she just wants to follow me, but she also wants a comfy spot to be. And I don't have her bed in here right now, so she's not super happy. But I did finish it. It doesn't look bad, but I know it could be better. So if anyone has any tips, tricks, or even a new pattern, I would love to know, because I feel like I could rework this one to completely fit her. I don't have a lot of experience in dogs, but I do feel like they are built a little different, but so are other dogs. You know, like wiener dogs are really long and don't really have legs, and so do corgis, and so do Frenchies. Please don't be offended. I'm just talking out loud, but they're not a regular German Shepherd, Lab, big leg dog. You know, big body, big legs. They're not close to the ground. So, you know, Chihuahuas are little, but their bodies are little too. I feel like Lola's a little bit tanky in the most cutest way possible. I think she's done with my shenanigans. She really just wants me to sit down and crochet and not move. She's a funny dog because she likes to be close to you, but she's not super affectionate. She just doesn't want to be alone. but she doesn't necessarily like you the best. It's just you're the only one that's here. And right now, I'm the only one that's here. But I would say I feel like she likes me a little bit better because I'm not rough with her, but I do spoil her a little bit when I can. And she's quite sassy with me. I have another jacket I've been putting on her, and when I put it on her, she likes to mouth off because she thinks I'm going to leave her and or take her with me, which I have been. I've been taking her with me to go pick up my kids. You can't really see her from here. I'm realizing that now. Anyways, this is my Lola. I love her. She's cute. And she tolerates me. But I think that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for helping me, watching me go through my scrap cotton for sure. We definitely got rid of a lot of that. And I am going to keep making more stuff after this, and hopefully I will get more scraps. So this will be another video that I do again with other things. I think I have exhausted my keychain and my bookmarks for now, so I am definitely going to find another project to do with my cotton scraps. So if you do have any that you like and you want to share, leave them in the comments below. And it doesn't have to be a pattern. If you just have an idea, I would love to hear it. I feel like she's gonna go to sleep. What are you looking at? Maybe I'm making her dizzy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Lola appreciates it. Hopefully I can make her a better sweater. And we'll see you next time on my next video. Have a good day. Bye.